Hello and welcome to Paper Mache Patch. Today I'm going to show you how to make a Christmas lantern using an upcycled jar. This is a very simple project that you're going to absolutely love. We're going to make a Christmas lantern. What you're going to need is a jar. I cleaned this one up. Get all the sticky stuff from the label off of it. You can use some cooking oil and get that off if it doesn't work by soaking. I'm going to use Mod Podge Sparkle. You can use another Mod Podge, that's fine, or a Decoupage medium, but I prefer Mod Podge Sparkle for this project. I'm also going to use some craft ribbon. We're going to need enough to tie a bow around the rim of the jar. We're going to need a glue brush or an old paintbrush you don't mind, and glue. We're going to need tissue paper. I have these squares from Oriental Trade-In. You can tear up tissue paper, that's fine. Just regular gift paper that you get in a bag. And of course we're going to need some wire. The wire we're going to use to make a handle, so just make sure your wire is thick enough, strong enough to make the handle for the jar. Alright, let's get started. The first thing you're going to do is get your bits of tissue paper. I recommend if you don't have these little squares, then you tear them up before you start, because your hands are going to get very sticky in the process. So I have my bits here. So what I'm going to do is just dip that glue brush in there, and we're going to coat the inside of the jar with the Mod Podge Sparkle. If it dries very fast where you are, that depends on weather, fans, air conditioning, that kind of stuff, heating. Just do a section at a time. So we're going to get the tissue and simply stick it down in the jar. It's going to look milky right now on the outside, but don't worry about that. It will dry to a nice clear finish. So we're going to coat the entire inside of the jar. Don't forget those bottom pieces. Let's get that down at the bottom. It's more than one piece. These stick together very easily. So I'm just going to put that one down there. Put that on. Put another one down there. Get that one on as well. I'm gonna coat right here because the tissue is going there as well. So I'm just gonna coat everything actually. The good thing about the jar is you can see exactly where it has the glue and where it doesn't. So I'm just going to keep doing that until I have it fully covered, and then we'll leave it to dry and move on to the next step. When you've gotten all the areas covered, you're going to leave it to dry and then add another coat inside just to make sure everything is sealed. If we try add that coat right now, everything is just going to move around, so we wouldn't get very far. So we can look on it and see if there are any areas that still need. We'll take off what's outside the jar. We'll clean that up when we're finished. Alright, I think we're almost there. There's a few areas right at the top here that need to be covered. Let's just get those areas done. And I think we're good. Gonna bend that over. Bend that over. Goes up to the edge. Looks like it needs a bit more. Okay, we have our wire and we're going to use it to make a handle. So you just want to measure enough. It comes about halfway down the jar because we're going to add loops to the ends so we can wrap it around. So what we're going to do is just bend it like that. And then we wrap this piece around to make sure it stays secure. And we nip off any excess. And we can just use our pliers just to make sure that part is nipped down. There we go. Push down so it doesn't stick you. So this is going to attach there. So we want to do the same on the other side. So we want the loop around there. So push that wire over, pull it back through, and wrap around to secure the hoop. Once you've done that, you snip off the excess. Might be a good idea to wear goggles or glasses. So let's use this one, it's stronger. So it doesn't get in your eye. And then we just use your pliers just to flatten that bit so it doesn't scratch you. Okay, there we go. This will be the handle of our jar, or lantern rather. The next thing now we need to do is to attach it. So to attach it, we're going to use wire here. So we can thread both bits through. One will go on one side, and then this one will go on the other side. See, we kind of have that like that now. And then we wrap this around the lantern. We have to twist it here to secure it. Don't worry about where these are, we can move them when we're finished getting it in place. So let's give it a little wrap right there. And then we'll bring it around again. And then we can give it another wrap around. And give it another wrap around here. And hold that in place. There we go. And there we have it. It will hold our little lantern. Now we can just squeeze these together. Snip off any excess. And then we can secure it with some hot glue. So the next step is that we're just going to add some hot glue and try not to burn yourself to hold these things in place, and also to attach the ribbon. So I have the hot glue on. Take your ribbon and just stick it on there like that and allow that to dry. This will make it a lot easier when you're trying to tie the bow. I'm just gonna add some more here and glue that ribbon in place. Same here. I'm gonna do it all the way around. You can always fix that bit after. And same here. I'm gonna add it all the way around. Right, so the next step, of course, will be to tie this right here. Then we're going to tie a big bow, trim off any excess, and then we're all done. So let's get this as tight as possible. We can fix up around there in a bit. Bow. There we go. We're gonna get a sharp pair of scissors. Snip off any excess. You need a bigger pair of scissors than that, which I'll get in a minute. But let's have a look around. Make sure everything is good. Fix that. Something's giving trouble to stay, you can always hot glue it. But it seems to be okay. And then I'm just gonna hot glue this bow. Now we've tied it. Push that back on there. Let's hold it for a minute while it grabs. And then the only thing we have left to do now is to trim up this bow and get a tea light. Trim that there. And trim that there. You want to do that fancy cut, you can. Where you fold it in half and you trim. Fold it in half, trim. You want those nice little ribbon edges. Not sure if it works with this ribbon though. So look at all these odd edges. And there you go. The only thing you have left to do now is to pop your tea light in there. I use battery operated ones. And then you can hang your little lantern. How cute is that? I don't like that. I'm just trimming this back up. I don't like those edges. There we go. All done. Once our glue is dry and our bow is in place, our lantern is ready to be used. I use these battery operated tea lights. You can just switch it on like that and place it in your lantern. When it's dark, I'll see if I can make it any darker here. You will see that it glows through the lantern. See, look at that flicker inside. Of course, when it's dark outside, you'll see it much brighter. You can hang this in your tree, you can hang them around the house. It's a very simple craft, very easy to make, and very affordable. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it.